eyeQ is powered by machine learning. Tell us a little more about the thing behind the thing. How does your system help investors make better decisions?
And what it really boils down to is that the world has become very data rich. So we've seen over the last 10 years the amount of data explode. We've also seen, and there's long term forces like globalization and trade, and everything's become interconnected. So about 10 years ago, as a professional institutional investor, I became pretty convinced that my brain could just not make sense of that complexity any longer. Now, in the 90s, I was sort of doing fine. In the 2000s, I was doing fine, but it suddenly seemed to get much, much harder. Now, the way to think about the problem we're solving is that if you have some asset price moving around, there are dozens of things that influence that asset. So let's take the S&P 500, everyone's favorite index. That clearly in the last 9 months has been blown around by what the Fed says about what they're going to do with interest rates. It reacts to inflation prints. If there's a story about China, in fact, there was one a few weeks ago, about them dropping their zero COVID policy. Oh, the S&P 500 suddenly went up 0.5% on that news. And so what we're trying to do is untangle this web of influences and actually use data science and machine learning to really define exactly what is driving the price of the asset.